Let me ask you a question. Have you ever stared at your credit card balance and felt completely frozen? Like you wanted to make a dent, but something inside you kept sabotaging your best intentions? That was me. I wasn't just in debt, I was emotionally trapped by it. $15,237. That was the number. Not from shopping sprees. Not from living large. Just life. Bills. Emergencies. 100 tiny decisions that added up like a slow avalanche. But here's the part no one talks about. Paying off debt isn't just about money. It's about psychology. Right pointing finger emoji, if you're staring down a mountain of credit card debt and wondering, why can't I just fix this? Subscribe now. Because in this video, I'm walking you through how I use psychology, not just discipline, to pay off $15,000 of credit card debt. And it started with one realization: money is emotional. So let me open a loop. Have you ever tried to budget your way out of debt? And then sabotaged it within a week? Bought something you didn't need? Convinced yourself, it's just one more time? That's not a discipline issue. That's your brain protecting you. Here's what I mean. Your brain is wired to avoid pain, and debt feels like punishment. So instead of tackling it, your mind says, let's do something that feels better now. That was my pattern. I'd try to pay off a card, and then panic about not having backup money. So I'd spend again, and the cycle would restart. Sound familiar? Here's how I broke the loop. Step 1, I gave my debt a name. I stopped calling it debt and started calling it recovery. Because when I called it debt, I felt ashamed. When I called it recovery, I felt empowered. That mental shift gave me my first win. Step 2, I made it visual. I printed out my total. Highlighted every $500 I paid down. Hung it where I could see it. Because the brain responds to progress. And when you see your wins, you want to keep going. Step 3, I budgeted for relief, not restriction. I didn't just cut spending. I added in emotional rewards. Every $1,000 paid off equals one guilt-free celebration. Could be a dinner, a massage, or just a day off. Because your brain needs payoff to stay motivated. Step 4, I created a trigger loop. Every time I wanted to spend on something unnecessary, I paused. Took 3 breaths. Asked myself, what am I trying to soothe? Then I redirected that energy into a win, transferred $20 to debt. Step 5, I forgave myself in advance. I knew I'd slip. So instead of starting over every time, I pre-planned for it. One slip equals no shame. Just adjust and return to the plan. That one rule kept me in the game when my old self would have quit. Let's close the loop now. How did I actually pay off $15,000? I rewired how I felt about the journey. I stopped treating it like punishment. I started treating it like healing. And that shift? It changed everything. Because once your brain believes the plan is safe, you don't need willpower. You need routine. Here's the plan I followed. Rename your debt to reduce shame. Make your progress visible and emotional. Attach emotional rewards to every big milestone. Interrupt spending triggers with reflection and redirection. Plan for imperfection. Don't let one slip derail you. This isn't just debt payoff. This is emotional rehab. And you're not broken. You're just using old tools. This is your new toolkit. And it works. You're not lazy. You're not reckless. You're human. And when you bring psychology into your money plan, you don't just pay off debt. You rewrite your story. You don't fear your credit cards. You don't avoid your balances. You don't carry guilt like a shadow. You take control. One breath. One decision. One transfer at a time. And that's how I did it. And if you're ready, that's how you will too.